If this ever comes out, he's finished. That's exactly what Stephen A. Smith said, and trust me, he wasn't joking. Because what he's about to expose about LeBron James could shake the entire NBA to its core. See, everyone thinks this beef is just about Bronny, a harmless debate over a young player's stats. But that's just the cover story. The real reason Stephen A. and LeBron can't stand each other? It's darker, deeper, and tangled up with one name that's been setting Hollywood on fire lately.
Diddy.
Yeah, you heard that right. Stephen A.'s cryptic warning wasn't just talk. It was a shot at something LeBron desperately wants buried. Something that connects the king of basketball to one of the biggest scandals in entertainment. Why would one of the most powerful men in sports be terrified of what a TV host knows? What secret could possibly make LeBron, the man who's built his image on perfection, lose control? Because according to Stephen A., the story the world sees isn't the real LeBron. Behind the brand, behind the Father of the Year smile, there's a side he never wanted the cameras to catch. And once you connect the dots, from Bronny's controversy to Diddy's downfall, you'll realize this isn't just a feud. It's a power struggle, a war between two giants, one who controls the court and one who controls the narrative. And if Stephen A. ever decides to tell everything he knows, LeBron's empire might not survive the fallout. If this ever comes out, he's finished and he knows it. That's the line that shook sports media to its core. Stephen A. Smith, the face of ESPN, didn't whisper it. He declared it cryptically with that trademark intensity. But who is he talking about? LeBron James. And the truth behind why LeBron hates him might be darker than anyone imagined. This isn't just about basketball. It's about loyalty, media control, and a secret that connects the king of the NBA to one of the most controversial figures in entertainment history. This is Stephen A. versus LeBron James, the hidden war. Back in 2018, Stephen A. was doing what he does best, analyzing greatness and calling it as he sees it. When LeBron was still leading the Cavaliers, Stephen A. praised him endlessly, his leadership, his legacy, his business mind. But one comment changed everything. It wasn't about LeBron the superstar. It was about LeBron the father. On First Take, Stephen A. spoke about Bronny James, comparing him to other rising prospects like DJ Wagner and Justin Edwards. He didn't insult Bronny. He was just blunt, said Bronny was solid, but not yet on their level. Normal sports talk, right?
Wrong.
When your last name is James, every word hits like a headline. LeBron didn't stay quiet. He fired back on the Pat McAfee show, saying, "You can say whatever you want about me, but when it comes to my family, it's different." That moment was the spark, but the explosion that came later. Half the internet sided with LeBron. Leave Bronny alone. He's just 19. The other half defended Stephen A. If you want to play at that level, criticism comes with it. The debate turned into war. And suddenly, LeBron versus Stephen A. wasn't just about basketball. It was about control, pride, and what happens when the media challenges a king. Here's where things get dangerous. Because what the world saw, the Bronny drama, the TV tension, was just the cover story. The real reason LeBron's camp despises Stephen A. involves Diddy. See, Stephen A. isn't just a sports guy. He's plugged in entertainment, politics, music. He hears everything. And for years, he's crossed paths with Diddy at high-profile events, all-star weekends, celebrity galas, music dinners. Now fast forward to 2018, the same year Stephen A. and LeBron's relationship began to sour. That's when LeBron and Diddy suddenly got close. Gift boxes, public shout-outs. LeBron even hyped one of Diddy's tracks on Instagram, calling it a stone-cold vibe. At first, it looked harmless, just mutual respect between icons. But when Diddy's world started collapsing, the lawsuits, the raids, the viral allegations, the optics changed. And when Stephen A. dropped that eerie line, "If this ever comes out, he's finished and he knows it," people started connecting dots. Stephen A. never said what he knew, but the message was clear. He knows something LeBron doesn't want seen. That's not gossip, that's leverage. And in the media world, leverage is everything that LeBron's entire empire, from the decision to Uninterrupted to the I Promise School, has been built on narrative control. He's not just an athlete. He's a brand, a businessman, and the face of modern sports morality. Every post, Every PR move, every headline meticulously curated. Even his silence is strategy. But Stephen A. Smith? He's the one man who doesn't play by LeBron's rules. He's loud, unpredictable, and most importantly, connected. He knows things from behind the cameras, and that terrifies LeBron, because while Skip Bayless and Charles Barkley roast him for missed shots, Stephen A. hints at what isn't public yet. That's not criticism. That's a threat with a microphone. The internet didn't waste a second. Reddit threads popped up overnight. LeBron x Diddy connection explained. Twitter flooded with memes of LeBron at Diddy parties. TikTok conspiracy edits with flashing lights and trap beats blew up the algorithm. And the more LeBron ignored it, the more viral it became. That's called the Streisand effect. Trying to silence a rumor only amplifies it. Fans are convinced there's smoke here, and maybe even fire. Every handshake, every photo, every caption is dissected frame by frame. The king may rule the court, but on the internet, the court rules him. LeBron isn't the first to clash with Stephen A. KD called him a clown. Kyrie accused him of puppeteering the media. Kwame Brown called him out for humiliating players for views. Stephen A's not just a journalist, he's a gatekeeper. He doesn't destroy careers. He exposes pressure points. And LeBron James? He's sitting on the biggest pressure point of all, his image. The perfect family man, the social hero, the unshakable icon. One wrong story could crack that foundation. And Stephen A knows it. So why does LeBron really hate Stephen A? Because Stephen A represents what he can't control. The narrative. LeBron's entire world is built around control. Stephen A's world thrives on chaos. They're mirror images, both powerful, both charismatic, both obsessed with influence. But where LeBron controls the story, Stephen A creates it. And when creation meets control, there's always collision. So here's the real question. Is Stephen A bluffing? Or is there truly something he's holding? Something that could end the king's reign if it ever leaked? LeBron's silence says a lot. His calculated PR moves say even more. But one thing's certain, this isn't over. Because when a journalist holds secrets that a king wants buried, the game isn't basketball anymore. It's survival. What happens if Stephen A decides to go all in and tell the world everything he knows? So when Stephen A said, "If this ever comes out, he's finished," it wasn't just a throwaway line. It was a warning, a threat wrapped in truth, and LeBron knows it. This isn't just about basketball anymore. It's about control, power, and secrets the world was never meant to hear. But here's the question. Do you think Stephen A actually knows something that could end LeBron's spotless image? Or is this just another headline twisted by the internet into chaos? Drop your thoughts below, because this story isn't over. In fact, it's just getting darker. If you made it this far, you're clearly not just watching, you're invested. So make it count. Hit that like button if you think LeBron's empire isn't as perfect as it seems. Subscribe if you want the real truth the mainstream won't touch. Because in the next video, we're diving into the one connection between Stephen A, LeBron, and Diddy that could change everything. Trust me, you're not ready for what comes next.